Welcome to day number 22, and today's benefit is confidence. I want you to type in the comments, I have confidence. I'm going to give you a scripture, and it's going to be our framework. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. I'm going to say it again. This is Proverbs 3:26. For the Lord shall be thy confidence. What did I say? The Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Let me see what the definition is. Right. Um in this specific scripture, the word confidence is loin or flank. It's the internal muscles of the loins near the kidneys to which the fat adheres to. Uh-huh. It's the inner man. It's the part of you that is stable, right? We think about loins, we're talking about the your ability to be productive and reproductive, right? Um, your loins geared with truth, right? That means that what I produce and reproduce is truth. And confidence is in that same area. So there's a connection between truth and confidence. When I know the truth, you can't take truth from me. When I know the truth, it's impossible for you to lie me out of what I know to be truth. Right? So in that, the knowing is the confidence. I always say the confidence comes through competence. Competence is the ability to know and understand something to be truth to you. You embraced it as truth. And so when I have received truth, I can become a conduit of that truth. What I've learned about many believers is many believers are bold, but not a lot of believers are confident. Meaning, a lot of believers can talk a good game, but when it comes to the knowing aspect, it's hard for them because they have not yet encountered the God that they talk about. So it's easy for me to say, yeah, God can do, God can do, God can do, but there's a confidence that comes when I actually have seen it. Right. When I actually have experienced it. The scripture is clear in Proverbs 3:26. The Lord shall be thy confidence. So confidence is the word confide in, meaning I fully trust and depend on God for all the things. This is why, and this is the same chapter that talks about trusting in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not into your own understanding, and all thy ways acknowledge him and he'll direct thy path. Um what is what is that? Like, it's a reliance on no one else but God. It's a um not even it's not even a belief because it surpasses belief. Confidence surpasses belief. Confidence is a knowing of truth, right? I'm gonna give you an example. David goes up to the battlefield and looks at Goliath and says, "You come to me in swords and spears, but I come unto you in the name of the Lord." That's confidence. It's when you can look at what is bigger than you and tell what is bigger than you to get out the way. Part of the ministry of the prophetic is being able to remain confident when even when it's an opportunity for you to not be. Like, there are so many things that come to shake the confidence of a man or woman of God, especially when they're not in minister mode, right? But confidence is not about you feeling good or feeling the best. It's about you knowing who is, right? So the benefit that comes with God is the confidence that comes with him. He's the same God that began the beginning. He's the same God that put the stars, the moon, the sun in the sky, and they have not missed their assignment. He's the same God who established the foundations of the earth. He's the same God that filled the earth. He's the same God that called things that are in darkness and called them into. He disconnected light from darkness. He separated the light from the dark. He's the same God that separated the sky from the sky, the water from the water. He is a God that has been with me from my youth, my grandmother's God, my aunt's God. He is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And so if that's true, then I have to remain confident, or I have to have full trust. I have to confide in that reality. I confide in the reality of who God is. And so you are struggling in work, having hard conversations because you don't have confidence. You think somebody can beat you. You think that somebody else's response is going to kill you. You think that if you are moving in truth, then somebody else is going to be offended. They should be offended because truth is offensive. But there is not a confidence in you where you have a full trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Many believers are failing in life because of this. You don't apply for the job. You don't go to the interview. You don't shoot your shot. You don't do none of the things that would further reinforce the confidence of God, because it's not a matter of me just doing things just to do things. I do things according to what He has given me, right? If the benefit of God is confidence, I need to confide in His reality. It's that simple. You trust in everybody else. You trust in a chair that you don't know the manufacturer of. You don't know where it came from. You don't know if somebody sat in there and broke the legs, but you sit down every day in that same chair or in other chairs because you have full trust that the chair is not going to break. Why don't you have that same trust with God? Trust is a matter of of faith enduring over an extended period of time. Right? Confidence is an endurance ministry. It's an endurance benefit. It comes as a result of enduring with God for long periods of time. You know what David said in that same scripture? He said, I I was a shepherd when the lion and the bear came up to kill my sheep. I ripped it into pieces. Where did I get that strength from? Because have you ever imagined a lion and a bear? There was a tweet that said if you were in the same room of a no. It said which animal would you be able to be in the same room with? I think it was like an alligator, a hippopotamus, a bear, and a lion, or something like that. Um, Depending on what you believe. That's the answer. What if you could be in the room with everything, all of it, and God gives you that supernatural ability to destroy it? You don't believe God like that, though. You don't believe in that God that could silence the mouth of the lions, that could get in the fire with you. He's that God. And so today you need to ask God, awaken my confidence. Now, when you ask him this, I'm telling you, you're going to find you a Goliath in your face. That's what happens. Everything you ask God for, he gives you an opportunity to use it because he's already given it to you. All right. So your prayer should be, Father, awaken my confidence so that I'm able to have full trust in you, your will, your plans for my life. I hope this helps you. See you tomorrow. Peace.